Hello, my name is Ethan, and welcome back to another episode of Path of Exile Archnemesis League 3.17. In this episode, I'm going to be going over some terrible news. GGG. Well, okay, so first, I made a no mage blood Carrion Golem build, and I was utilizing Pride with Eternal Blessing. And it's because Eternal Blessing was making it so the Pride was free, so we had a free Pride in the build, and that was really powerful. And so people have asked, yo, do we take Pride out? What do we do? So here I have to show you the build with Pride still in, and how you can make this work, and what you could change, and alternatives. And there's even more options. This isn't the only things you could do, but let me. So Pride and Eternal Blessing is dead. God damn it! It's been ruined and nerfed in the most recent patched as of today, and it's now the other auras are disabled, and people are like, what do we do? So fixed a bug. We're having an aura supported by an Eternal Blessing was not disabling Pride or Flesh and Stone. So I have made this. This is the no Mage Blood POB, and we have Pride in without Eternal Blessing, so you actually have an extra gem slot. So I didn't put an Empower in this one because I think that's expensive, and I wanted to do it with other options to show you other alternatives, because an Enlighten 4 is like 17x. So some things I did here is obviously, how the hell do you fit an entire Pride? That's 50% mana reserve. That's a lot. To start it off, you can run a Skitterbot's Mana Reservation Helm Enchant. You could do Pride Reservation. You could do Determination. I think Skitterbot's is the highest one, and this is a non-influenced helmet, so you can do an uninfluenced base, and then you could do whatever item level you want. Item level 86 to roll +3 socketed minion gems, technically, and you'd probably roll that with like Bound Fossils, for example, but The main part about this is that you can get the Mana Reservation enchant, and then you can get it cheaper because it's not enchanted, it's not influenced, and then you don't even need a deck space. I just showed a deck space to show that you could potentially go for spell suppression on the helmet now that you don't have to do a bone helmet because you can do new implicits. Okay, so this is with the new influences. So if you don't know about this, in-game, will it load? Okay, it loaded. In-game, there's the influence, Eldritch, Iker, and Ember. So Eater of Worlds and Searing Exarch. This is Eater of Worlds. This is Grand. You can get 9% mana reservation efficiency of skills. Eater of Worlds is the cheaper one, so that's good. And then you can get mana reservation on the helmet, and that's really cool, 9%. The highest on the Redeemer helmet with like a Maven Orb is 12%. This also goes up to 12% at its highest, so it's really strong. It's really powerful. You can get a lower tier like 7%, but I'm just showing you that you can get mana reserve, lots of it, through the helmet. You can also craft this helmet using Loathing Essence, and this has mana reservation 9 to 10 on the helmet. Next, I also showed that you can use a small cluster jewel. So I had a lot of primordial eminences and extra gems, jewel sockets, and extra points on the tree that you didn't need to take. So I took out a jewel, and I took out 3 points, and I put in a 3 passive, Dex, Strength, Increased Effect. So the Increased Effect 35 applies to all the small passives. So instead of 6% mana reservation per point, this is 8% per point. So this is 24% mana reservation efficiency in these 3 points and a jewel socket. It's really powerful. It's really insane. You can do that. I also showed there is a small cluster with Destructive Aspect, which is for Pride, and it's mana reservation 50% of Pride, and you also get 12 AoE on the Pride. You also could switch the Mastery if you want. Instead of the AoE of Aura skills, you can switch this to the Mana Reservation, and you'll get a lot extra. So this is if you don't want to do one of these things I did, like let's say the helm implicit, the 9%, you could get another 15 here, and you don't need to do the helmet, for example, and you can keep the AoE, or you just lose the AoE on the auras. Just be aware that you've lost the AoE on the auras. There's also the small cluster that you could do. There's also on each jewel, so for example, your Primordial Might, you can get corruptions, and on the corruption, you can get increased reservation of efficiency skills, and this actually saves you mana. 1% reserve mana, 9 mana, just for having the corruption for reservation efficiency of skills on your jewels. I'm doing this currently. More expensive, harder to get, especially trying to get a Primordial Harmony with good rolls, with cooldown recovery rate and golem damage, and then reservation efficiency of skills on top of all that, or getting your crazy cluster jewels and corrupting it. Yeah, I don't think so. And so your main ways of mana reservation efficiency of skills is going to be Helm Enchant, Helm Implicit, maybe crafting it with the Essence, the small cluster jewels, maybe taking mana reservation on the skill tree like this, switching this to 15%, doing the small cluster jewel, or doing the reservation on the jewels. I hope this has helped you guys a lot. There's also technically some other gear you could wear too. You could wear the unique helmet that gives you reservation, Alpha's Howl. There's technically also a sack of walls, the avian chestplate that gives you reservation. There's tons of other options, but I figure this keeps us still in line with what we're trying to do and doesn't change the build too much, and fits in the extra reservation so you don't have to change too much. I hope this helps everybody who was trying to figure out how to fit Pride in after the Eternal Blessing nerf. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Also, just a final thing, this should leave you with enough mana, with this one specifically that I set up, that I'll leave a POB to. 66 mana, and I think that the Immortal Call should be 65 mana. So you should be good when it's scaled up by the cast when damage taken. You won't have the mana for the Flame Dash, but I like this how it is because it's good enough for the AFK Blight. Yeah, it's really good. And you'll have an extra gem slot actually, which is kind of nice. And you could generosity your precision. I also actually I realize it now when I looked. Precision, I took it down from level 10 to level 6 in this one specifically, because of the mana as well. And 6 is high enough, you don't need higher. This is really good. So yeah, this is what I recommend, and this is what I changed. It was pretty simple. It's all there's tons of options for mana reservation. I think there's probably even a few more, but I hope this has helped you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Let me know how it goes for you guys, if you're able to fit in Pride now, and if all the mana reservation helped, and let me know if you guys thought of any other ones in the comment section below. Let's see if we can get 75 likes in one day of this video. Thank you guys for all the support. And thank you to anyone who subscribes and joins the channel. And click that little bell to get extra little notifications. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.